Plaintiffs Ryan Spicer and his father Edgar Dugan say Ryan used to drink and smoke with the defendant, but the defendant is a fraud. Ryan claims the defendant thinks he can get any girl he wants, but the truth is he either gets ugly girls or girls who laugh at him. They're suing because they claim the defendant totaled Ryan's car. Defendant Brennan Del Genio says it's funny that Ryan is insulting the types of girls he dates because the first 3 girls Ryan ever hooked up with were Brennan's ex-girlfriends. Brennan insists Ryan is suing for more than the car was worth.
Start with you all.
Okay, well, me and Brennan used to be friends back in the day. We liked to party, drink, smoke. We were just, a couple party guys. But honestly, Brennan is a fraud.
He's a what?
He is a fraud. He thinks he can get any girl he wants, thinks he can outdrink anyone, outdo anything, can party all night. Honestly, none of that's true. Whenever I was chilling with him, girls would either laugh at him or he pulled the ugly ones.
Why would they laugh at him?
Well, they just thought he was a clown, I guess, Your Honor.
I think it's funny how the first 3 girls you've hooked up with were all my ex-girlfriends. So,
is that true?
So
I guess they moved on to something better, Your Honor. I don't know.
well played.
Say he shouldn't have let you meet him.
He should have kept me.
Time they met you, they dumped him. They said, "Oh no, he's the real deal."
Yeah.
Guess he should have kept me away. I don't know.
The real deal.
But yeah, I mean, and he has a big ego too. He likes to walk around thinking he's a hot shot. I remember one time we went to a party and he was like, "Oh, let me impress everyone. Let me just chug a beer." He took 3 sips and just threw up everywhere.
Pretty sure that's why I was a designated driver all the time.
All right, let me hear from him. But somebody's trying to be like the other one today. Now, who's trying to be like who? Who got dressed first today? Got the same shirt and tie.
Thank you.
Here y'all go again. Either competing or following one or the other.
Whenever I was chilling with him, girls would either laugh at him or he pulled the ugly ones.
I think it's funny how the first 3 girls you've hooked up with were all my ex-girlfriends. So,
is that true?
So
I guess they moved on to something better, Your Honor. I don't know.
Time they met you, they dumped him. They said, "Oh no, he's the real deal."
Yeah.
Guess he should have kept me away. I don't know.
the real deal.
Defendant Brennan Del Genio was friends with the plaintiff, and he claims the plaintiff hooked up with 3 of his ex-girlfriends.
Let me hear from you, sir. Give me some background.
Me and Ryan
here.
were best friends. We went on family vacations together. Lived like right up the road from each other. Just spent basically lived at each other's houses. We went to parties every weekend. I didn't do a lot of drinking because, like he said, the running joke is my weak stomach. So I was designated driver most of the time. He gets belligerently drunk. There's been plenty of times where I drove us home and babysat and made sure he was throwing up in the toilet or on his side and not, you know what I mean,
Maybe on 1 or 2 occasions.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't every single time, but
You guys go to college or skilled trade school or something?
yeah,
after
I'm in
high
school for business right now. I want to own my own restaurant one day.
Good.
But,
all right. How long you been in school for business?
1 year.
All right.
1
and your
year.
grades good?
Yeah. Yeah.
How
passing.
about you? What do you do?
I currently go to West Virginia University.
Excellent.
I'm
Party school.
What year are you in? What year?
I'm a junior.
Junior?
Your
All
Honor.
right. But you live in reckless lifestyles, quite frankly, if what I'm hearing is correct. So you all need to be mindful of that and curtail this drinking and partying all the time. Don't you think so, sir?
Yes, I agree, Your Honor.
We were young. I'm sure we both have matured since.
Calm down now?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
good.
getting a 3.0. I'm getting A's and B's.
Excellent.
I'm more focused on school and
What are
graduating.
you
than
majoring
partying.
in?
Criminal justice.
Good, all right. See, you young dope fiends and alkies, you could overcome it and be like them. Tell me why you're suing him today regarding the car and the maintenance bill and the tow bill.
So basically 4 years ago, me and Brennan and another friend, we all went to this party and met these 2 girls. One of the girls was our mutual friend's girlfriend, and the other one...
That's not how the night happened at all.
Sir, let him
I'm
finish.
sorry.
I'll let you give your side.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
So, anyway, them 2 girls and the 3 of us all go back to Brennan's. We're all hanging out, drinking, just having fun. And Brennan ends up going with the one girl, and the other friend goes with the other girl. So I go in the other room. I'm just chilling, watching TV, just hanging
was
out.
an odd man out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
This one time.
They sent you to the room. Go ahead. One of the girls said to you, "Get him. Can you get him out of here?" Go ahead.
On a rare occasion.
So you go to the room.
But so yeah, I go to the other room. It gets late. I get tired. I go to sleep. Brennan comes in the room, says I need to take the girls home. I'm half asleep. I say, go ahead, do it. I just want to roll over and go back to bed. 20 minutes later, I get a phone call from Brennan. He says, I was in a little accident. The car's okay. I'll be home soon. I said, all right, just get it back. We'll worry about it in the morning. 10 minutes later, his mom runs in the room in a panic, saying, Brennan's in trouble. We need to go over and help him. So I said, okay, well, it's my friend. Let's go help him. Hop in the car, go down the street. I see my car. It's totaled. It's totaled. I see Brennan running around like a lunatic with the paramedics acting crazy. So I'm happy he's okay. That's my first thought. Okay, Brennan's all right. Because I see the car is totally wrecked. I was fearful for his life. Then my next thing is I see my car. I'm like, wow, my car's done. My parents are gonna kill me. Anyway, the cop on the scene walks over to me, tells me a story. He says, Brennan was driving, fell asleep at the wheel, went over in the other lane, and went head on with a parked car. It was a Suburban too. I actually have a picture of my car before and after.
Let's see.
Before and after on the back.
Before
Flip it over.
and after. Oh, I'm glad he survived.
Yeah, like I said, we were.
We're happy.
He didn't even speak to me after the accident.
So go ahead.
Brennan came up to me in a panic, said he was so sorry, said he would pay for everything. He would handle everything. I was like, all right, man, well, let's just talk about it in the morning, okay? My parents go over to his house next day. I'm grounded, I'm stuck at home. I can't do anything. They talk to him. They pretty much say, we're not paying for anything. Brennan has to handle this. 5 months later, Brennan gives us $600. The car was worth, at the time we got it, we got it for $3,200. Here's the bill of sale.
Let me see it, please.
You'd like to see that?
How long had you had it?
Of
Till March of 2009.
He didn't
We
have
got in
it
August of
here.
2008 till March of 2009 is when the wreck was.
All right.
So he paid the $600. So he still owed $2,600 on the car. A month before the accident, we had my brakes done, a maintenance bill. That is this right here.
But you didn't get your rotors fixed. We were young. Like, I'm sure we both have matured since.
Calm down now. All right.
I'm
good.
getting a 3.0. I'm getting A's and B's.
Excellent.
I'm more focused on school and graduating.
What are you
and
majoring
partying.
in?
Criminal justice.
Good. All right. See, you young dope fiends and alkies, you could overcome it and be like them.
Defendant Brennan Del Genio was friends with the plaintiff, and he claims the plaintiff hooked up with 3 of his ex-girlfriends.
Go ahead, sir. Let me hear from you.
Okay, well, the car was a piece of crap. Just because they paid all that money for it doesn't mean that's what it was worth. And I said rotors, but I meant struts. The car would literally twerk at 40 miles per hour, just shake. Like, it was a piece of crap. Like, and yeah, I admit, like, I did crash the car, and I should be responsible for some. I'm 16 years old. I cleaned out my bank account. Like, that's all I had. You know, my parents couldn't help me out. Like, they're hard off. I come to them and try and work out an agreement and about paying the rest, like, because there was no agreement. And they told me to get out of their house. I wasn't welcome there. I wasn't allowed to talk to Ryan. And then a month later, I got the notice that I was being
So
sued.
do you think you should pay? If not, why?
Well, if I had to pay anything, I have the blue book value of the car right here,
See it, please, Doyle.
which is $789. So I feel like if I had to pay anything, it should just be the difference between,
Was it worth $789 when you totaled it?
yeah,
It was?
Yeah.
That's what this is?
yeah.
All right. It's not, no, this is $789 now, not when you totaled.
Oh, when I totaled it, I did look it up. When I totaled it, it was $1,200
Do you have
at the
that?
time. I do not have that.
Okay, that's what we need.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is,
I
this
mean,
is, this is what it is 4 years later, after it's lost 4 years in value. And you don't have a an estimate of what it was worth, because it's not worth the same as when you purchased it.
Yeah, well, Your Honor, I do manufactured housing appraisals, and the blue book on those also, it's just a base, and then you have to add in the things. It's susceptible to the condition. This car had 80-some thousand. It had 82,000 if you look on the maintenance bill.
We also invested money into the car too. As you can see, we put at least $439
Yeah,
into
people
the car.
do that, and that's why you needed to bring me something that says value of the car in good condition, because if you've invested in it, that means it's in good condition. But I'm not granting you $3,200 because it was at that point, I can't count, but August, November, December, January, February, March, about 6-7 months old. So I'm going to take $100 a month. $3,200 minus $700 is what?
$2,500.
$2,500 for the car. Maintenance, I'm not going to grant because that's part of the value. And towing bill, $150. That's $2,650 is your judgment. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiffs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
After the accident, you didn't ask if I was okay. You were more worried about not having a car, being in trouble with your parents, and all that. You didn't ask if I was okay. You didn't talk to me for a year and a half.
I wasn't allowed to ask you if you were okay. My parents kept me away.
All right, but
I'm happy this is settled.
it's
Happy this finally
behind
done.
us. Thank God.
Yep.
Thank
I'm
God.
happy it's settled. I don't condone you guys partying lifestyle.
All right, man.
You know where I
Let's-
stand.
Do you want to get into your lifestyle, or can we just leave that aside? Because I know a lot about your lifestyle. Let's not even get into your lifestyle.